A high value man. You hear this term thrown around a lot, but what exactly does that mean? And more importantly, how do you come across as a high value man when you're trying to pick up the sexy babes on the interweb? So we're going to go over that today with both specific real examples that I'm going to give from actual conversations. And I'm going to start us off with just some bullet points and some things you need to know before we begin so you can have those in mind. By the way, my name is Casey Redbeard, and I have mastered the ancient art of using dating apps and Instagram to meet beautiful women for both the purposes of one-on-one dates and big social events, which are a lot more fun. I'm passionate about teaching other men to achieve the same results, and that's why I have this YouTube channel. Okay, so now let's go over exactly what it means to be this high value man and how you come across that way when you're texting the beautiful women on the Instagram and the dating apps. I'm gonna go through these pretty quickly. They're just some bullet points, and then later we'll show some real examples. So first and foremost, and we'll talk about this a lot in the examples, is that the high value man gives off the following vibe. It goes like this: I'm intrigued by you, girl, and I do like you so far. However, I'm not 100% convinced yet. I'm still evaluating you. So once again, this is the most important. This is what I want you guys to tattoo on your foreheads backwards so you can read it in the mirror and it would be facing forwards the correct way. I really want to drill this into your head. The vibe goes like this: you know what? I like you. Not afraid to admit it. I'm optimistic about this. This is going well, but I'm just not fully convinced yet. I'm not fully sold. I'm still kind of evaluating you, still seeing if, we're actually going to be a good match, right? So having said that, continuing on these bullet points, the high value man, he's not easily won over. He has a lot of options. He's very selective with women, and he doesn't show too much interest too quickly until the girl has earned it, okay, by being the type of girl that he's into, whatever that means for him. He's also not super impressed with physical beauty. This is very common to a high value guy. He's more impressed by personality traits, good personality traits, which are a lot more rare. The high value man is positive, optimistic, and playful. He's not at all an asshole, but at the same time, he is not at all to express how he feels and assert strong, polarizing opinions, even if it might offend people and hurt their poor little feelings. He does not complain or give off any negative energy whatsoever. He doesn't tolerate bullshit from other people nor himself. He has firm boundaries. He's not afraid of confrontation should someone step over those boundaries and call them out. He's a leader. Like I said, he has standards. He's masculine, confident, assertive, and very direct. He loves to teach new things. He has experience, he has wisdom and knowledge to share. He does that through, telling interesting stories and things like that. And above all, he is not afraid to make the conversation sexual. Okay, so now that we've kind of given these bullet points, I'm gonna get my phone right now and show a live conversation that's gonna actually demonstrate a lot of these principles in practice. All right, guys, so I have the conversation pulled up on the screen now through the magic of editing, and I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly. There's some banter that's not really needed or relevant for the explanation of this high value man frame stuff, and I wanna stay pretty clear and focused on that. So where I want to pick up this conversation is I said I liked a particular photo of hers. This is the app Hinge. I'm actually doing this for a client. This is not for me. And she wants to know why I liked a particular photo of hers on Hinge on the app. And I said, it's because your hair looks so thick and voluminous, which I like because, well, I'll tell you later, LOL. Now, the client has sex and dating coach in his profile, by the way. That coupled with it being pretty obvious that I like her thick hair, it's for hair pulling purposes. She says, you can't leave me hanging on a mystery, but I like that. I will say that you seem very much about sex. So she picked up on it right away. Now, the high value man frame, right? Not afraid to get sexual right away, especially for this client. I know he's looking for more, quick interactions that lead to success very quickly. So I got very sexual with her right away. And again, the high value man, he's not afraid to get sexual very quickly. And I said, put it this way, there was a girl I liked in preschool and I used to steal her crayons and pull her hair. I outgrew the stealing of crayons. Hair pulling though, ... followed by some devil emojis. She says, oh boy. I said, yeah, we can take things a bit more slowly. I don't think you know how to take it slowly. High value man frame, right? So we've made it sexual. We've crossed that line. She was accepting of that frame. She didn't get weirded out or ghost me or anything. So I'm just going to continue it forward. I say, I'm about to show you. Come over for sex. LOL. What's your job? Your bio doesn't say. By the way, please understand sarcasm. And now she completely ignores the fact that I said, what's your job? And just starts going to ask my job, which is fine. I sent a lot of messages, so maybe she just missed it. Are you an influencer? LOL. Yeah, I am. As douchey it sounds to say. And the reason why I say this is because it can sound very braggadocious to say, oh, girl, like, just so you know, I'm an influencer. You never want to come off as braggy or qualifying yourself to the girl. So I just try to soften it a bit. And then she said, what are you doing on here? Seems like you have a whole list of girls in today's world. I said, in today's world, in quotes. Good choice of words, especially living here in Miami. It can be difficult to find a girl with good values. Not trying to date a girl who sells feet pics on OnlyFans, you know? So that's why I'm here. You? Now, back to high value man frame. One thing I said, he is not afraid to assert strong, polarizing opinions. Okay, so he said right away, like, listen, you know, the reason I'm on this app is because it can be hard in Miami to find a good girl who's not on OnlyFans. Now, that's a very polarizing opinion. Now, this girl didn't answer my question about what she does for a living. For all we know, she could be on OnlyFans. And but by giving that strong, polarizing opinion that we're not afraid to be offensive or talk about what we like is an attractive thing. That's a high value man thing. She says, when you said influencer, I assumed OnlyFans. I said, no, I'll send you pics of my feet for free, so don't worry, LOL. And then talk a little bit how I'm a dating coach. A little bit more banter. There's some high value stuff in here, but I want to make this, pretty quick. She said something about not being on her phone a lot. And I said, does that mean if we actually go on a date, you would be present and not constantly checking your phone? So again, I'm qualifying her, giving her reasons why I like her, aside from her appearance, which is something else we'll talk about a lot. Qualification is extremely powerful, but we'll save that for other videos so we don't die of old age before I get through analyzing this conversation. But again, I'm also giving a strong opinion about saying what I don't like, aka, I'm kind of creating a standard for her, saying, hey, listen, I don't like the type of girl that's on her phone all the time. Kind of lets her know what I like and what's expected of her. Again, high value man frame. And then, I don't know, we had a little miscommunication about something, some boring conversation. I said, by the way, you still didn't tell me what you do for a living. Because I asked that earlier once, remember? So now I'm asking her a second time, by the way, you still didn't tell me what you do for a living. Then there's some other, bullshit or whatever, some banter that's not important for this breakdown. Then I said, and we've already established that you're feminine, so that's a good start. Remember what I said? The most important thing about the high value man frame is that you show that you're still evaluating her, that you like her, that she's doing well on her quest, on her life's mission to win you over. She's doing quite well, so applause to her. But you're not quite convinced yet. That's why I said, you're feminine, so that's a good start. Massively powerful. That's a good start. Like, oh, you get points for that. Just anything to show that, like, you're the one, like, she's selling herself to you, not the other way around. It's a very, very powerful frame. It's called the buyer-seller dynamic in the world of, like, pickup artistry or whatever. But it shows that she's the one trying to win you over. You're evaluating her. Again, you're not convinced yet. You have a lot of standards. Then, she talks about... she thought every girl on this app was feminine. I said, sadly not. A lot of women who want to be boss bitches are quite aggressive. Again, I'm talking about what I don't like, setting a standard for her, giving a polarizing opinion. And then she says, I can be most of the time, meaning she can be feminine most of the time. And I said, let's change most of the time to 100% of the time under all circumstances, and we'll be a great fit. So again, just, telling her that I have standards and she should, fit that standard if she wants to work out. Then I said, you are still avoiding my question of what you do for a living. Any reason you don't want to tell me? Because I asked twice already. She completely blew me off and didn't ask me twice. Now this is the third time I'm asking. It's nothing crazy, LOL, just a job. You care if a woman has a job? And I said, what kind of job? So now this is the fourth time I'm asking her. It's fine. Why would I have a problem with that? Like, why would I have a problem with her having a job? Not a problem. Just wondering if it's one of your requirements. And then I said, so I guess we've established that you're not going to tell me what your job is. It gives me a weird vibe, not gonna lie. And she says, I'm a weird girl. Okay. Remember I said the high value man is not afraid to be confrontational? He has boundaries. He's not afraid to call people out on their bullshit when people behave in a way that's unacceptable to him. Like I said, he's not afraid of confrontation. He's not afraid to call that out. Now, I didn't call her a bitch. I didn't call her an idiot. I didn't start insulting her. I just said, so we've established you're not going to tell me then. Like, is there any reason you're not telling me? So I'm calling her out. I'm still polite. I'm still positive about it, not mean. The high value man isn't mean. He's not assholish, but he is not afraid to call people out on their bullshit. And by now, the conversation is done. She's ignored my request to tell me the most basic thing about her, which is what her job is. I think this is now the fourth or fifth time that I've asked. And that's my standard. The conversation's over. I have about 90 bajillion conversations where I can show successful conversations that led to a phone number or a first date, an Instagram close, something like that, some type of close. However, I specifically wanted to choose this one because I wanted to show that standard of a high value man. I just thought I had a lot of good things in here to show the high value man frame. So now I'm just going to show a quick screenshot, or maybe possibly two, I don't know, of the whole I'm still evaluating frame, because I think that's really important. So this conversation starts off with me, again, not actually me posing as the client, me doing texting for a client that is outsourcing this to me. I said, I'm doing good. Nice, relaxing day. Had a drink at the Wanderer earlier. Have you ever been? The Wanderer is it's like a hot spot, like social club, bar scene place in my client city. And then she responds, love that place. Been a while since I've been. Would love to go back soon. And yeah, it's true. Good things come in small packages. That's referring to something I said earlier. She's kind of short. So I said, hey, good things come in small packages. So then I said back to her, if you're hinting that I should invite you to my cabana for champagne and stimulating conversation, well, there's a strong possibility that I will, LOL. Just want to chat with you on here a bit more and get to know you better. And if the chemistry is good, consider yourself cordially invited. So again, very, very positive. I just said, hey, listen, there's a strong possibility I will invite you. It implies, I like you so far. This is going good. I just, I'm a man with standards. I just like to talk to you a bit more before I, invite you out to meet me. Again, just a little bit more of that evaluating frame, but it's very soft. It's never like these like harsh evaluations. Like if you don't meet my standards, or it's very chill. It's not very intense at all. So there you have it, guys. Just wanted to emphasize that I'm still evaluating you frame a bit more with that screenshot. Now, if you want personalized help from me in any way, such as me doing your entire social media content for you, so that you instantly come across as a high value guy with a cool lifestyle, I do that for clients. Or maybe you want to outsource your entire online dating, sourcing / texting of girls to me, and or one of my account managers. So all you have to do is basically show up on the date. You don't have to waste time in the apps and dealing with flakes and coming up with what to say. You can outsource that to us. We'd be happy to do it for you. Or maybe you just want to get on a coaching call with me. You can find more about how I help the clients, help clients such as yourself, hopefully one day, on the website, which is redbeardrans.net. Also, please give me a follow on Instagram. It's redbeardrans1. And that's all I got for you now, guys. Peace.